Chiang Mai used to be the hotspot for digital nomads and expats. But over the years, places like Bali have taken the spotlight. So I had to find out, is Chiang Mai still a great place to live? Can you actually live here on $1,100, which people are claiming? Is it still a good long-term base as a digital nomad? How is the internet, the co-working spaces, the community, and what do short-term and long-term rentals look like? And most importantly, how does the food scene look like at what prices? So in this video, I'll share with you my first impressions of Chiang Mai and my honest thoughts whether if it's still a good place for digital nomad and expats. So one of the things that I noticed when I arrived here is actually the temperature, and somehow it just reminds me of a Western European temperature where it's like the beginning of summer, it's like not too hot, just perfect. Also, so far we saw a lot of cute, nice, like Instagrammable cafes, and I see the appeal. I see like why people would want to be here. Whip out your laptop and work in a coffee bar here. Like, look at this, like, it's so Instagrammable. And I can just see a lot of people wanting to be there and work there. So let's go check out the mall, which looks very big. So we just arrived at Maya Kitchen. This is in the Maya Mall, and they have a food court here. And let's see what the prices are, what they're making. But what I've learned is that in Thailand, they're actually trying to get rid of street vendors, which is very sad. And they want to change all those street vendors into vendors inside of a mall. So let's go check out what the prices are, what they're making, and let's see if we can find something delicious. So how it works is you have to get a cash card first and you top it up with money, and then with that card you can pay in all the restaurants that offer here. So we got a pat krapao stir-fried basil leaf with pork meat, and this one was 70 baht. So 70 baht is, it's actually €2 for this whole meal, or like $1.90. I think this is still like a foreign concept for me, but the fact that a drink can be as expensive as food is really weird. But this Thai tea with some bubbles inside is 60 baht.
The bobas are perfectly cooked, and I did 50% sweetness, so it's not too sweet. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. It's nice how the temperature now cooled down actually. All right, good morning. So this is my first morning here in Chiang Mai. So it's time to get some work done. So I'm thinking let's explore a co-working space to see how it is to work here in a co-working space, to see what the vibe is like, to see what kind of people they're in. So yeah, let's go check it out. Looks like a co-working space. Let's go check it out. So it says it's 120 baht for 5 hours and 180 for a whole day. So yeah, let's go. So this actually seems like quite of a cool co-working space. So I paid 180 baht for a whole day. So that's approximately, let's say, €5 or $5, let's say. And you also get a drink with that, and the drink is worth, let's say, $3. So I think that's a good fair price, and so far it looks way nicer than I thought. You can also rent a monitor for free if you need an extra monitor. And yeah, I don't know. I think the vibes are right. Let's see if we can get some work done, and then I'll see you a bit later. Wow, I am so impressed by this co-working space. So the price was 180 baht. That means it's approximately $5. On top of that, you get a free drink, like a latte, which in some places is already $3. The place is quiet, and you know what I love? What I love in Thailand in general, there's such a good mix of local Thai people and Western expats and digital nomads. I feel like in Bali, for example, like I live in Canggu, so it's just one big bubble of Western people and everything's catered towards us. While here in Thailand, it's such a good balance and I love it. And that's also why I have so many local friends in Thailand compared to Bali. So I love it. And also even the prices inside, if you take a full day pass, it is like for example, for a latte, outside it's $3. Here inside, it's almost like $1.50, which is really cheap. And you get a 15% discount on top of that if you take a full day pass. So far, I'm really a big fan of this co-working space. I'm actually a very big fan of Chiang Mai in general so far. So we're gonna quickly have lunch and then we're gonna continue working until 5 or 6 and then maybe go explore a little bit more. All right, we're done working. We had a long session today, but I'm walking home right now. Gotta find myself a gym to get a workout in. So I found one on 9-minute walking distance. So we're gonna check that out. And this weather is so good. I don't know, it just reminds me of a spring, summer European weather. And I just missed it, just like sitting outside. Because it's not too hot. Because like, don't get me wrong, like I love the sun, but usually in Bali, it's so hot that I can just not sit outside. But here, the temperatures are splendid. Anyways, let me quickly get ready and then let's go have a workout. Yesterday, I had a discussion with somebody on Instagram and she told me like, hey, Chiang Mai is very boring. Like you only have 2 co-working spaces. And I was like, first of all, I only need 1 co-working space. I don't need plenty. But on that note, I was like, okay, let me go check out another co-working space to see how that is. And this is a bigger one. This is a more expensive one. This one is almost 3 times as expensive. So, of course, naturally, my question is it worth it? Is it worth it to pay 3 times as much? Because in all fairness, and we're passing it right now, I really love this co-working space. Like for 180 baht, and you get a coffee, and the coffee was really good. And if you want another coffee, it's only almost $1.50, even less. So let's see what this big co-working space has that this one doesn't, and if it's actually that much better. So this is Chiang Mai Niman, early in the morning, and it's so cozy. Like some people are already working. People are here in a coffee bar doing their work. So it's this one. It's called Yellow. So this is the kitchen. Oh, and they have a huge slide. But the question is, how do you get in? Oh, apparently that's how you do. Call me stingy or call me whatever, but it looked nice inside. But I actually liked the vibe of the first co-working space a bit more, and then thinking that I would pay 3 times as much here than where I was yesterday doesn't make so much sense. And the coffee was so good, I'm not gonna lie, the coffee was really good and did like convince me though. And I don't know if you would see it on camera, but like I felt the desks, they just felt a little bit like old school. Like I don't know how to explain that, but like they feel like they've been there for a while, let's say. So on the Wimp,
I just decided wherever I feel good, we're gonna go back. So we're gonna go back to where we were yesterday. Interestingly, what I didn't know about this co-working space is that it only opens at 9. So damn, we will have to wait here. I thought let me be an early bird, you know, like, okay. Sawadee-ka. Kun sabadi mai. So today we decide to go on a little adventure because like we've been walking here around in Neiman, which is amazing, don't get me wrong, but I don't want to be that person that only saw like the most western part of the city. So today we're going to the old city. What does the old city have to offer?
I only know the Sunday street market, but it's not Sunday today, so I don't know.
So we don't know. So we'll have to discover together and we'll just see what's up. So the plan is we go to a coffee bar, get some work done because I've been working on some stuff and it's not going really well. Maybe that's for a different video, but long story short, it's a big project I've been working on and it's losing money and I have to make sure that it makes money. So that's the plan for today, but now let's go explore Old City. Alright, we just got out and I think the place that I wanted to visit was this one, but it seems to be closed. So weird. So our day might start with... Oh, you found it? Oh yeah, it's there. So that's the place. I don't know how I missed that, but now it seems like we found it. Let's go. Hello. Alright, we just had a very good working session. Let me check if Suki had a good working session. Maybe you had a good working session. So she had a good working session. So now we're gonna walk around, gonna explore a little bit of the old town here in Chiang Mai and see if we can find some food and yeah, look around and be a tourist a little bit. And then we're gonna continue working, of course. But yeah, let's have a stroll. We're done eating. We're quickly gonna have a walk around here in Old Town. I have my next meeting in 1 hour and then I have a massage. So yeah, let's walk around a little bit before we gotta go back to work. So that's how I try to do it. Like sometimes I try to do it in between work sessions to explore, chill, work in the evening, then a little bit more work. So yeah, that's it. So one of my observations that I have so far here in the old town is it's way more touristy. So I thought Neiman, where we're staying, would be the most touristy spot. But honestly, I see a lot of Western people here. I see a lot of, I don't know, just people not from here. While in Neiman, I felt like it was so much more balanced, where I would almost say like 90% of the people were Asian. Alright, we just arrived in our new Airbnb. It's a small, cozy Airbnb. So this Airbnb is $22 per night. I think it's pretty good value for the price. And it's in the middle of the center of Niham. I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly. All right, so we just came to this very cute little restaurant. It's called 8 to 18, and there are actually two very cute older ladies that are running this place, and apparently they have very good French toast, they have very good pancakes. I'm gonna drink a latte and get some work done here, and a French toast as well. But it looks very nice so far. And oh my God. Yesterday, I did research about housing. Like, how much does it cost to rent something here? So you saw the apartment where we're living in right now, right? So that would go for 9,000 baht. That is $250 US. That's insane. That price in Bali or Phuket, you won't get something like that for that price.
So that price is really hard to beat. I even saw some humongous villas, like 5-bedroom villas for $1,300 rent. Can you imagine? That's just insane. Anyways, I'm gonna get some work done and I'll see you in a bit.
What are we up to?
So we're trying to find a nice lunch spot that Suki found. I think she said it's gonna be her favorite spot in whole Chiang Mai. So we're gonna see if that's actually true and if it is as nice and as good as advertised. So let's have a look. It's a 5-minute walk from where we just came from. And let's see if it meets up into Suki's standards. The foodie blogger.
Yes? We fucking solved it. We cracked the code. Oh my god. Exact tegen Suki, als we een tweede orde vandaag hebben, I know we cracked it. Fuck yes. Alright. Thank you for calling. Oh my god.
Your skin is glowing. The bananas look.
In all fairness, I cannot believe how good of a time I had here in Chiang Mai. You maybe heard me throughout the video saying of how amazing it is here. And it is really amazing. And I'm even thinking about maybe relocating to Chiang Mai instead of going to places like Bali. And if you want to know more about that, in the next video, I'll do a breakdown between my experience living in Bali, my experience living here in Thailand, and next week we're going to Vietnam Da Nang, which is another hotspot. So let's see how that stacks up against the other ones. But if you're still here, I would love to thank you to watch the entire video. That means a lot to me. And hopefully I'll see you in the next one.